What is going on, wrestling fans? The Speedy Boys are back for a special episode of the
Piledriver.
We are joined today. We're about to bring him here in a little bit. We got a special episode by arguably one of the greatest OCW wrestlers of all time. No shame, Jimmy Shane.
He's one of my favorites. Jimmy's entrance is bar none one of my favorite entrances by far.
Absolutely.
We got all kinds of things we're going to talk about with Jimmy. We're going to get into some of his, personal wrestling influences, some of his favorite stuff as a kid, maybe. We got a nice top five we'll get going for you today.
Yeah, we're going to get him involved in the top five as usual. That's our little trademark.
So
that's a fun thing. So let's get ready to join in. We're going to bring Jimmy in, and let's get going, man. Let's dig right deep. I want to hear more from Jimmy. We got a lot coming on. We got OCW Final Cut coming up March 18th.
Did you see that poster, bro?
Yeah,
that poster with Derek on the front.
It's sick. It's sick. But yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to bring Jimmy in here. He's going to be with us momentarily. So, let's get it going, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we are joined by OCW's own No Shame Jimmy Shane. Thank you for being on the podcast, sir. How are you today?
I'm doing good, man. How are you guys?
Good, man.
Pretty good.
You are arguably the greatest wrestler to ever step foot in an OCW ring. It is an honor to have you in here.
I don't know if I would go that far.
There's been some good.
Pretty big name. True.
I respect the humble response, but you are.
Yeah,
we're not the only ones that think that either.
Yeah, there's been some good names, and I've seen some big names in there, but are very, very hard to argue that No Shame Jimmy Shane is one of OCW's greats.
Without 100% without a doubt. So we got a lot of stuff we want to talk to you about. We got a Final Cut coming up. I know you.
I haven't seen a response. I did see a challenge, but I haven't seen a response from DD Trash yet. Have you gotten a response?
I have not heard from DD Trash yet, but I have heard that Glenn Lane is considering making it official.
Okay. Because I know that it was laid out there, and I know that that's one of the things that we are going to talk about. So I'm just going to jump right into it. That's one of your only accolades that you are missing as an OCW wrestler.
The only accolade I'm missing in OCW.
The only one. So my question, I guess, is it because you want to complete the Grand Slam, or is it because you and Robbie are focused on the tag team division right now?
Both.
Is it both? Okay.
So obviously I would love to check that off and become the second ever Grand Slam champion in OCW.
The second. The heavyweight champion.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that guy right now, do we?
Yeah. I do got some questions because I don't know what's going on in other promotions, but I do have some questions for you about some other stuff we'll talk about later.
For 11 years, Robbie Starr and I have been a tag team on and off. Since I broke, the very first thing I did in a wrestling ring was attack his old tag team partner and align with him. And the fact that we've never held tag titles in OCW together, I that doesn't taste right to me,
Right.
I agree 110%. I mean, you guys have got good wins over Asher and Gino. They're the only other ones that gave DD Trash a run for their money, in my opinion. It's nobody else but the winners should be able to go up against them for this title.
In my opinion, if anyone's going to take the titles off of DD Trash, it would be you guys. You guys, the chemistry you guys have is undeniable. You guys have a lot of history together.
I called that. That was you guys were my pick two events ago when you took them on and sadly lost it. But you guys, I thought you were going to take it that night. I think it was Battle Lines. I think. I can't remember. It was the January one.
Battle for the Crown.
Battle, yep. Yeah, Battle for the Crown. Yeah. I thought that was going to be the winner's night, but sadly it was not.
Do you enjoy tag team wrestling?
Yeah, do you?
Yeah, I do. For the while Robbie and I were a team for so much of the time, we've never really been a real tag team till last year. We got back together and we're like, all right, let's focus on tag team wrestling. And really at that point, that's when my whole career kind of shifted to tag team wrestling. And I'm loving it. Like it's a different skill set. It's a different muscle to work out. It's a different way to think, a different way to game plan. And it's a fun way to shake it up a bit.
Has it been a sort of a struggle to transition from being a tag team wrestler now? I mean, you guys joining up and doing your thing.
This is going to sound like I'm throwing Robbie under the bus, but I'm not, because I'm sure he feels the same way. It sucks that sometimes you can lose and you weren't the one who got pinned.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. But, as a tag team wrestler, it's definitely a different skill set. You have to, focus more on your getting fresh tags, staying with your teammate, getting your moves, staying in your corner and stuff like that. You don't get to focus on just you. So it's probably nice to have somebody who's got your back there as well.
Especially a Hall of Famer such as Robbie Starr.
Yeah, it definitely helps that it's Robbie who, from day one, when we came together as the winners, we've clicked. We've always had this chemistry that we can't explain. Like, it just worked. I'll give you a little peek behind the curtain right now. When Robbie and I first got together, we were supposed to be the first two in a group. But then we worked so well, we're like, let's just keep running just the two of us, and let's keep this going.
Okay.
And it's been 11 years now.
You had a Backstreet Boys / NSYNC type group planned out, didn't you? I smell it. I know it too.
I did.
That's awesome.
Who were some of your favorite, wrestlers growing up, your influences growing up that, pushed you in the direction to wrestle?
So I am 32. So right when I was growing up was the Attitude Era.
Same. You're a couple years younger. We're a little bit older than you, but that's okay.
But those couple years means I wasn't allowed to watch the Attitude Era.
Oh,
guys
yeah.
Doing the suck it. So I didn't start watching until the Ruthless Aggression Era.
Okay.
So I was 12 when I started watching. And one of the very first episodes of SmackDown I ever watched was when Kurt Angle threw out an open challenge. And then this guy with short, spiky hair came out, said he's got Ruthless Aggression, and slapped him in the face. I was like, all right, I'll follow this guy. And luckily for me, that guy ended up being John Cena. And he's been my guy ever since.
Yeah. I can't get behind that vote. I love John Cena as a person, but I hate John Cena as a wrestler.
They just celebrated, 20 years of John Cena? It's crazy to think he's been doing this thing for 20 years now. It makes me feel incredibly old.
I can't lie and say that at one point in my wrestling fandom, I did not love John Cena because I totally bought the CD. I totally, whatever. Right? I mean,
you still got the CD?
It was towards the end when they started shoving him down our throats that I didn't want him anymore. And then he went on a stellar U.S. title run after his, and that was great again. The John Cena Open Challenge, all that shit was great. So John Cena was the main influence for Jimmy Shane to wrestle.
Yeah, I'd say if I had to pick John Cena, the Hurricane was a big one.
Hey, I like the Hurricane.
Yeah,
so good for his time.
That's where the Shane and Jimmy Shane comes from.
Okay. I'm pretty sure he follows us on Twitter, by the way.
He actually just made a joke about me and Robbie on Twitter.
Really?
Yeah, he's great.
That's awesome.
Robbie and I we won the Buckeye Wrestling Alliance tag team titles.
Yes.
And
that's your guys' first tag team titles
wrestler
together, right?
Bobby Fulton celebrated. Yeah. And Bobby Fulton got in the ring and presented the titles to us and held them up. And then out of nowhere, Hurricane tweets at us and says, "Oh, Bobby should have turned on you guys." Never meet your heroes, guys.
The statement stands to be true. So yeah, you're starting 2012? Is that when you started wrestling?
Yeah, first match was in 2012.
He had my job. That's what I was told. He was a camera guy.
Yeah, when I started, my first time being cameraman was in 2009, I think. I started setting up the ring 2008, became cameraman 2009, and then started training 2011.
Okay, so I still I'm good. Like I'm right on schedule. I can start training anytime now. I'm right on schedule.
See, that's exactly. Mike was wanting to go try to train to be a referee and try to get me to go in to get into the ring. And I've always wanted to like try it and step into it and just give it a shot and see what can happen. I've been told by numerous people I should do it. I got family that wrestle. But I'm 35 years old and I'm just like, it's a little too late for me to start doing it. I don't know.
It's really not though. It's really not though. And I told you because like, and I hate to throw him under the bus like this, but he's one of my favorites and he knows it. My boy Asher just celebrated his 40th birthday. Like it's not too late. You know what I'm saying? Like you could do it, dog.
That makes me feel better. Asher's been phenomenal.
But, yeah, Asher's been killing it lately, but.
Are you more of a heel guy? Do you like heels when you were growing up?
I don't think I've ever seen Jimmy Shane work a heel angle.
No, like when you were growing up watching wrestling, were you more like drawn to a heel character or a face?
Okay.
Honestly, both. It all depended on how good they were. Like I liked, like obviously I liked John Cena, I liked Hurricane, so those are baby faces. But then I liked Christian, and I liked Randy Orton. You know,
okay.
It's all about if you're good at your job, you're good at your job.
Christian's
I like
really
I like
heel,
bad guys.
Or Randy Orton is probably one of the best heels, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's my favorite era of Randy Orton right there is Legend Killer Randy Orton. He's my favorite.
I miss Randy Orton, man. I do. I hope we get to see him back in the ring at some point. So you won the OCW heavyweight title 3 times. You're the longest reigning Ohio Heritage champion. You've won the DBI 4. You've actually been in every DBI.
I was gonna say in the inaugural DBI.
You've been in.
Jimmy Shane was in the very first one, and he's been in every one ever since.
So I've been in every DBI event. It's a weird.
Oh, because I was misinformed by a certain commentator.
The DBI Rumble didn't even start till DBI 6.
Okay. So so you've been a part of every DBI event with the DBI.
DBI used to not be an OCW event. It used to be a standalone. So that's where I do know that like Paulie has the note in his commentary to say this guy's been in this many DBIs, like because it's more about the origins of the DBI and how it was for charity and to dropkick addiction and all the good cause. It's like a few of us who've been.
Maybe I misread, but I'm still gonna go with the fact that I was misinformed by Yo Paulie.
Which we were told to ask, who is your favorite commentator of all time?
Of all time or an OCW?
Let's just say all time.
I was gonna say because you already know the answer he wants.
I'll say Yo Paulie. We'll go with that.
We've been trying to get Yo Paulie to step in the ring with the Wolf.
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
Just one time. The Werewolf, Drew Starner versus Yo Paulie. That's my dream match.
You guys?
Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, we'll do commentary.
For sure.
You can join us. You can join us. We talk to Glenn Lane to set this up.
Out of all the people that you've ever wrestled, who's been your favorite opponent or what's been like your favorite feud that you've had where you and a certain player? I won't say, I'm going to use him just as an example. It might not be him, but like, let's say you and Matt Taylor had a string of 5 matches where you guys just went balls to the wall, crazy. Like, what's your favorite something you've been like that?
So it's probably a 3-way tie.
Okay.
Between, you just mentioned him, Matt Taylor. We had maybe both of our best matches ever was against each other at Sub-Zero 2020. I believe it's on YouTube. You can look it up. That and then everything we've been through since it feels like years now at this point. But then Robbie Starr, as good as we are as partners, we're really good opponents too. And we had a pair of matches that I like to think are like the one whole story. We had a match at the inaugural house party where he beat me to become heavyweight champion. And then at Thanksgiving Special 2019, we reunited at the end of the match after feuding against each other.
Okay.
But
Nice
then,
little hug it out moment at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
The third one's going to be a guy you guys don't know, but that's Juice Jennings. But him and I actually tried out together. Juice Jennings.
Okay.
He's a 2-time OCW heavyweight champion. We actually tried out together our first day, and from there we kind of always run. Who's going to be the guy? Who's going to be the guy? And he's who I beat for my first heavyweight title. So that was a cool moment.
Oh, excellent, excellent. All right, now I want to speak on Matt Taylor. What's going on? I can't remember the name of the promotion off the top of my head, but you are basically Matt Taylor's slave, it looks like.
Yeah, so we had a match at Victory Championship Wrestling in McMecken.
Okay, VCW, that's what it was. Okay.
And it's a brand new company, and they brought both of us in, and I was really looking forward to helping build this company up, put them up on a higher platform, and I wanted to be the guy. I wanted to be Mr. VCW. I wanted to be, when people thought of this new company, they thought it was a good company and that Jimmy Shane was the guy on top.
Okay.
And unfortunately, Matt Taylor came, and he doesn't like when I get a little bit of spotlight. So he not only did we go back into our whole thing that we've been doing since 2019, but then in December of last year, we had a match where if I won, he was leaving the company. That's what I wanted. It was contract versus contract. If I won, I was ripping up his contract, throwing him out of the company, and VCW could deal without his nonsense. Well, he won, and now in VCW, I am part of his, it's a cult.
The Gospel of Light.
A cult. There's that you saw Jexy at the last show. Yeah. She's there yelling at me all the time. It's
yikes.
Why is she always yelling?
I wasn't sure what was going on. Obviously I'm not down there to watch that, but I was like, oh my God, like, it's not good, big dog. It's not good for Jimmy Shane.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, what's going on with Jexy? Is she's making her OCW presence felt? It looks like I didn't know anything about her. I don't know where. I know nothing. I've never seen her before in my life, so I was very shocked to see her show up at the last show.
And she just showed up. She wasn't advertised. She wasn't scheduled to be there. She showed up, and those of us who knew once she came around the ring and looked at Lord Thomas the Brute, and if you notice, he knew exactly why she was there. Okay. But then, people who know about her didn't find out till the end of the night when she came out with Matt Taylor that it's not good when he's got someone watching his back. We saw that with Brute and him as a tag team.
Yeah. So
it's hard. Look, and I say this every show, every time we talk about OCW. As a cameraman, it's hard for me because I'm interested in the storyline. I'm interested in what's going on. I'm a fan, and I love the bad guys. So Jimmy, I love you, but during the show, it's kind of fun watching you get beat up, dog. But then it's awesome to see you guys come back and take the win. It's a give and take that I have a lot of trouble with when I'm filming for you guys.
You got to worry about the entourage running rapid around, and now you got Matthew Taylor and his little crew making their way in. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Entourage is already a pain in everybody's what.
Yeah.
Now, That's why the good part of
go ahead. And to watch my back, so I don't gotta deal with the Gospel of the Light, the entourage, the Gino and Ashers, everybody.
Yeah. It's like I was saying earlier, that falls back on it's nice to have a tag team partner to kind of watch your back kind of thing for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Especially the one you got a good one there.
Now, my next question I want to ask, I don't want to limit it to OCW. Any promotion, we talk about all kinds of wrestling around the area, and even any promotion you wrestle for currently. What are some up and coming names to watch? Because I'll use him because he's my favorite OCW. I'll call him a rookie, Bryant Huff. I love watching Bryant wrestle. He's amazing. Do you have any names right now that where you're like, holy shit, dude, that kid's good,
So Brian Huff is definitely one. I definitely put him up there.
Yeah.
It's so hard because the people I would say the OCW fans know. While I don't like to compliment him, someone you got to compliment is Jake Ely. I think Jake Ely should be headlining shows all across the state. Same with Brute, same with Gino. Like, I am so proud
I've been on a Jake train for years.
The guys in OCW who came out of Spinebuster University, I'm proud of all of them. They all have done great, and they all should be wrestling every single weekend. So I would put every single one of them on. But I'm trying to think of other places. It's hard because I hate everybody that I wrestle.
Yeah, I'd probably say the same thing if somebody asked me that question too.
I already had to compliment Jake Ely here.
Yeah,
I know that was tough. You guys have some history together. I've seen you guys in person throw down a few times.
Now OCW this year is celebrating 20 years, and you've been a part of them. How many, Jimmy? I'm sorry.
11 of those years.
11 of the 20. What are some of your favorite moments of your career in OCW?
Man, like I said, when I used to be a fan of OCW. One of my very first indie shows, I went to an OCW show when I was 15 years old, and I watched Robbie Starr in the main event.
Okay.
So getting to fast forward to now, all the memories we've made together, all the, we've traded titles back and forth. We're a tag team. We've attacked people. We've saved people. We've done everything. It's crazy that from being that fan sitting in the front row to now, Robbie Starr is one of my best friends in this entire business. Being the Ohio Heritage Champion for over 1,000 days, that no one is ever going to come close to that, probably. And that's not with a pandemic. How Matt Taylor and who were Warhorse and Megan Myers, they all became the longest reigning of the heavyweight tag team and women's title because of the pandemic.
Okay, because they couldn't defend.
Yeah. When I was a Ohio Heritage Champion, there was no pandemic. I held that title for over 1,000 days, almost 3 years, just by grinding it out, defending it all the time, taking on everybody. And when I finally lost that title, it was almost a relief that, all right, that story of my career is over. That chapter, I can put that to the side. But I'd be lying if I said that there's a part of me who doesn't see Derek Dillinger holding that title right now and the way he's treating it. And I'm not thinking, well, that's my title. I might be a 3-time heavyweight champion, but if you add those 3 reigns up, that's not as long as I was Ohio Heritage Champion.
Okay.
That's
who'd you lose the title to? Was it Chuck?
No, I lost it to Jackson Argos.
Okay.
He was a guy a few years ago. He lost it his very first event, so I guess
he didn't hold it very long.
Yeah.
Did you hold any open challenges during that title reign?
Yeah, I held a lot. I actually
very John Cena-esque. Everything about this Ohio Heritage title reign was very John Cena-esque.
Most of that reign, I was a heel.
Really? Oh, okay.
And it was called the Golden Challenge because I had gold boots. I wore a gold cape to the ring, and
when you had short hair, huh?
Yeah. For a good 6 months of it, the Golden Challenge was if you had to beat me in another type of challenge before you could even get a shot at the title.
Okay, like an arm wrestling match or something silly like that.
Yeah, arm wrestling, dance off. I think there was a basketball shootout one time.
Nice.
You're a dance-off champion, aren't you?
I am. That I don't have the trophy around here. It should have been around. I was a dance-off.
We'll have to get you. We'll get you
3 years of my career.
Maybe him and Baker. Him and Baker. That's a dance-off I'd have to see right there.
Baker took the spot for me. That's Baker's spot now.
Yeah, Baker's
got some moves. I'll give Baker that. Baker got some moves. Who is someone that you would love to step in the ring with? Do you have like either an independent guy, someone who was recently released or something like that, just somebody that is currently out in independent wrestling that you would love to step in the ring with?
So I have never had the opportunity to wrestle Aaron Williams.
We have
been around each other.
That's the one that he just wrestled Matt Taylor, right? Yeah. Yep. He was good too. I liked him, and I've never seen him before. He was good.
Yeah. And we've always just missed each other. We've never even been, I think one time we tagged at War Wrestling, and that was it. We've never shared the ring together. And I think Aaron is one of the best wrestlers, if not the best wrestler in the state of Ohio. And I would love to test myself at the stage of my career against him.
Okay.
Would like to see that
Glenn
a lot,
Lane?
actually.
You hear that, Glenn Lane?
Make it happen. Come on.
I would love to see Aaron.
I would love to see that too. That'd be a banger.
Yeah, Dean, he fought Matt Taylor for the title at the last show, and I had never seen it before. He did a phenomenal job.
I heard it was great. So I'm going to be a Final Cut for sure.
I'm gonna piggyback on Dean's question a little bit. Has anybody ever come to like OCW? We had Madman Fulton come in. Has anybody ever came like that to a promotion and you didn't like? You wanted to like, you're like, oh, I hope I get to wrestle him.
Yeah.
Because like Robbie's teaming up, and I can't remember what it's. Some showdown, and I think it's Chillicothe, and he's teaming with Enzo Amore. Like that's cool as hell, dude. Like, do you got somebody like that you would like? You at this point, like you would like? I'd love to team with. Like, they're still on the indies going around. Like, March 20. I think it's March 24th. I'm going to AIW to see because I would love. I'm gonna meet X-Pac. I'm going to. That's I need to in my life. Like, I want to. I need it. NWO, the DX kid in me. I need this picture. Like,
they just announced Matt Cardona's going to be there too.
Yeah,
I think there's I have two answers.
Okay.
Number one would be Shane Douglas. Ooh. I've been on a lot of shows with Shane Douglas, and including very early in my career, I did a seminar of his. And I'm so nervous. I've never even had my first match at all yet. And I'm learning tips from Shane Douglas. Man, like maybe someday I'll get to wrestle him. So it'd be very nice to kind of cap off that goal from 11 and a half, 12 years ago to wrestle against him. But then you mentioned D-Generation X. My very first indie show, that OCW show I went to as a fan, the main event that night, Robbie Starr tagged with Billy Gunn.
No way.
So it'd be very to full circle, maybe the winners tag with Billy Gunn at some point.
Okay.
That'd be nice.
That'd be sweet, yeah. Because he's still looking good. You're not getting the new age.
Billy is in phenomenal shape for his age.
Yeah.
If you look at him and Road Dogg, Billy's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Road Dogg looks chubby. He looks like.
How is Shane Douglas? Like, I know he's has so much knowledge. I can guarantee it. But how is he? Is he open to ask questions? Is he open book?
He's good. He's always been very nice in the locker room. I've never had any issues with Shane yet.
Have you ever met a superstar like a big namer that was an asshole? It's okay. You can call him.
I've been lucky where everyone I've met has been very nice. So I don't have
because I'll let him know. I met Hulk Hogan one time when I was a little kid, and he was a dick. Like he was a dick, and it totally ruined my perception of him. And I'd maybe it'd be different now, but he was not kind to me as a little boy in Clearwater, Florida, when I was a little kid.
I never had a bad experience with a wrestler that I've met, but at Cleveland Browns training camp, I got an opportunity to meet Josh Cribbs, and I ended up meeting Peyton Hillis after that practice, and that was when he was blowing up and he was on the Madden cover and everything. That dude was a douchebag. He was so rude when I met him. And it totally changed my perspective on him, but then it changed over the years, and he had that recent incident where he almost drowned to death saving his children, which I'm glad he's doing better.
Maybe he was just having a bad day that day.
He ripped. I tried to get him to sign my hat. He signed it and ripped it out of my hand and threw it back at me. It almost hit me in the face. If I didn't catch it, it was like, all right. He probably thought you
were going to eBay it. That's all.
No, I just wanted it, man.
I just wanted it for me.
I just wanted it. So we typically do a top 5 every show. where we do a top 5 draft. We go around, we pick a topic. We usually alternate picking topics. It's usually wrestling related or non-wrestling related. We're wondering if you wanted to partake in this top 5 draft.
Sure. I'll give it a shot.
All right. We're both, you said you're 32, so you grew up in the 90s. We're gonna do top 5 90s cartoons.
Oh, all right.
So I was gonna do boy bands, but there's not 15 boy bands.
No.
There's not 15.
No.
All right. So as the guest, we'll let you go first, and you can number 1 overall draft pick.
And once you pick it, we can't pick it. Yeah. It's off the board. We go 5 rounds. The 5th round, you get an honorable mention as well. So you technically get 6.
All right. I'll go X-Men the animated series.
Ooh, that was going to be mine. That's such a good show. That was one of my favorites. Good pick. Good first pick. Mike, you can go next, man. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take my overall. It's still my favorite cartoon to this day. Pokemon.
All right. I'm gonna have to go with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles then. The old cartoon. That was the newer cartoons are weird. The new Ninja Turtles.
The new Ninja Turtles movies held up, in my opinion.
I agree.
The turtles look a little funny, but the storylines and everything are cool. And Sheamus as Bebop was awesome.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. All right, back to you, Jimmy. Round 2.
I'm gonna go with Doug.
Son of a bitch. Damn it, dude! That was my next pick for real. All right. Oh shit! All right, Rocket Power.
Ooh, really?
Yeah,
that was up there.
I love Rocket Power, dude. He took Doug. And Skeeter and Patty Mayonnaise and the whole 9.
Batman Beyond.
They need to make a Batman Beyond movie.
They do. Yeah, we'll go Batman Beyond.
That's a solid pick.
All right. Round 3.
I'm just gonna piggyback off that and go regular Batman the animated series.
I almost went with that. But I'm like, Batman Beyond was so good too, though. Mm-hmm. I'm a big Batman fan.
I'll keep it rolling with the superhero niche, and I'll take Spider-Man, the animated series.
That's a good one.
Oh. All right, pick 3, big dog.
Beavis and Butthead.
Oh.
Probably should have been watching it when I was that young, but Mom let me.
I definitely did. All the Pearl Jam music videos at 2 a.m.
They revived it on Paramount, and it is still hilarious. They take like new TikToks and they make fun of that. And it's
for real.
Yeah, it's really good.
Oh, I saw it was on Paramount. I didn't know if it was any good.
Oh yeah, it's all new episodes.
Normally, when they remake that kind of stuff, it's not as good as it once was. And then
I was in tears laughing.
Cuts it for me.
That's good.
All right, Jimmy, pick 4.
All right, I'm gonna go with.
It's where it gets hard.
Rugrats.
That's a good one too. That
is a good one. There's so many.
This one I can't believe it. I can't believe it fell this far because it's such a good show. Hey Arnold. I can't believe Hey Arnold fell so far. To the 4th round, Hey Arnold.
I'm gonna have to go with Rugrats.
Jimmy just went with that. You're not listening here. This guy.
I thought he said something else. Gargoyles then.
Ooh. That was a good one.
That was a good one. It wasn't a popular one, but I enjoyed it personally.
All right, this is pick 5, Jimmy. So now you get an honorable mention as well.
I thought you said Cat Dog.
That Cat Dog will get my honorable mention.
Ooh. All right. Look, just throwing out extra names.
And then I will give my 5th spot to.
I'm nervous.
Justice League.
Oh, good one.
I take it with the Green Lantern. I take it.
That's a good one.
Okay, my honorable mention. Real monsters.
All right, what's your fifth pick?
Dexter's Laboratory.
Ooh.
It was really my only Cartoon Network show. Like, I like Johnny Bravo, but I was more of a Nick kid than the Cartoon Network kid.
I was definitely a Nick kid. I was watching all that the other night.
Oh yeah, those used to be the best.
Oh, they're so good. They still hold up. Man. Wild Thornberries is my honorable mention.
That's a good one.
And my fifth pick would have to be.
He's stumped right now.
Rocko's Modern Life.
Oh, that's a good one too. I can't believe that one fell so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. That one was full of sexual innuendos, dude. So much.
Yeah,
it was, dude.
At such a young age.
Wasn't Rocko? Didn't he work at like a sex operator?
A sex hotline. Hell yeah, he did.
And this is like one of those things you don't even like think about it as your kid, but you see it as an adult. You're like,
yeah.
What?
What?
The hell?
How did it?
Yeah.
I like
exactly.
It's bad. That was a good draft.
That was a pretty solid draft. That was good.
Except for me thinking that Jimmy picked Cat Dog, but it was Rugrats.
I mean, he did pick Cat Dog, but eventually, not.
Yeah.
Well, Jimmy, thank you so much, man, for joining us, dude. We definitely appreciate it. I'm looking forward to seeing you and Robbie hopefully go against DD Trash for the tag team titles on the 18th.
Announce it, Glenn. Make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so, man. That's because, like you said, last time we faced DD Trash, if you remember, Asher and Gino got involved.
Yeah.
And we didn't get a 2-on-2 match. So I would like to get this. I would like to test ourselves against DD Trash once and for all.
I got nothing but faith.
I want to see the straps on you guys.
Yeah, same.
So
we'll see.
Hopefully we see the announcement soon. I want to see it happen. Stay tuned. Follow OCW online. Jimmy, what's your Twitter handle?
I'm at Jimmy Shane on Twitter, Instagram, everything.
Give him a follow. Like I said, one of the greatest OCW wrestlers ever to step foot in the ring, without a doubt. It's an honor to have you on here, man. Appreciate your time. And hopefully we see you leave Final Cut with some gold around you.
Thank you, guys. I hope so.
All right, brother. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Once again, we want to thank Jimmy Shane, for coming on to the pod and talking with us. He's got a big matchup, hopefully being announced soon. We'd like to see the winners go up against DD Trash for the titles at OCW Final Cut, March 18th at Chaparrals.
Yeah, I definitely do want to see Jimmy Shane. I want to, like we said to him, I wasn't just trying to, talk shit to him because he was on the show. I legitimately want to see the winners walk out with gold.
I do too.
I want to see, new tag team champions.
Well, we said that previously. It's like DD Trash is insanely over right now with OCW fans, but we feel like it's time for a change.
Is enough, and it's time for a change. No, but like I mean, the only other match we don't even have one match. I mean, I guess because the Jimmy Shane match, the winners match hasn't been confirmed. So the only match that we have scheduled so far that it will happen is Derek Dillinger versus Bryant Huff for the Ohio Heritage title. I mean, Bryant Huff won a nice match to get that number one contendership spot in the triple threat. He deserves this title shot. Am I scared? Like we said with Jimmy, he's an up and comer and he's really, really good. But am I scared for this man? Fuck yes. Like Brian,
never know what Derek Dillinger can do. Whether it could be a singles match, no stipulation, he'll still find a way to do something. You never know with the director.
And who's to say that, I mean, we could also get like maybe a Chuck or a Natalie insert in here to try to throw Derek off his game, something to that effect. I mean, you got to watch out because Chuck obviously still has some bad blood for Derek.
I would love to see if you're familiar with him with the other promotions. Ziggy.
Yeah.
If we can get Ziggy to come, Chuck and Natalie versus Ziggy and Derek.
Ooh. Yeah.
That could be a banger.
Yeah, for sure.
No DQ match.
So yeah, as of right now, we will keep everybody updated with any kind of updates from OCW with scheduled matches. We do have people scheduled to appear. Chuck the Truck Morris, Jake Ely, Jean-Paul and Rob, Kenny Cash, Glenn Lane will be there. The Entourage. I mean, lots of people are scheduled to be in the building. Final Cut.
We gotta get a.
And then not long after that, March 18th, not long after, one short week away, Mega Championship Wrestling presents Manifestation.
We got to get Jake Ely back on here.
We got to get Jake Ely back on here. I definitely want to talk. I definitely want to talk to a couple people though, and maybe we can get somebody from Mega back on here before the Manifestation show as well, because that would be to talk about matches. We got a lot of big matches there. Bryson Teller defended the titles. Cash Inc. defending the titles. I mean, just those two matches alone, that's going to be phenomenal.
Maybe we can get Mr. Xavier to come on here.
Oh. Reach out, use your connections there, big homie.
See what we can do. But yeah, we were supposed to have Jake Ely on actually right before he dropped the title, unfortunately, but it didn't work out. We're gonna try to get him back on. Yeah,
scheduling conflicts. He was the champion. Yeah. He was busy.
Thunder champion had to do what he had to do.
Exactly.
But yeah, we're gonna see what we can do. Get someone on here from Mega right before Manifestation. Stay tuned with that. Go follow Mega Wrestling. Not too much going on that we want to talk about with the mainstream stuff. You guys know what it is. We're not
900 days for your tribal chief, baby.
I'm not acknowledging that, bum. I love how the storyline is still continuing though. I don't know if you watched.
All right, look, we won't get into it because we were, we both had scheduled conflicts last week, which is why there was no show. We had stuff planned to talk about and everything. Mercedes Moné won the title, whoop-de-doo. We all knew that was going to happen. But the fact that Roman pushed Sammy's face in front of his wife and is talking shit. Dude, Roman is playing the heel part that we all wanted from him to a fucking T, bro.
I will give you that. I'm not, I'm not like a big Roman guy like you are.
Great bad guy. He is a great bad guy.
Even like the intro, just looking at him, laughing, blowing a kiss, like walking up to him, swinging the titles during the introduction.
He's such a good bad guy. Like the swagger of him and a bad guy is a billion times better than he was in the Shield. Like he was my least favorite member of the Shield.
Yeah. There's concerns within WWE that how much momentum Sammy has right now, and they're concerned it may affect what they have been planned for Cody.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because they want Cody to beat Roman, and everybody wants Sammy to beat Roman.
Dude, that Montreal crowd was lit.
Oh yeah, dude, like they were lit, like ECW One Night Stand lit.
And it's not even like just for that match. Throughout the whole night, that crowd was so energetic and so into it. Compared to you go to LA, you see a show at LA, and the crowd's just dead. Like some cities just suck as far as the crowds. They're just dead as hell.
There's some cities that right off rip when you like, oh shit, they're in Chicago tonight. It's gonna be hype.
You should know. Then the people should know that when they come to Cleveland too.
Oh yeah, they do because we get pretty good. I've listened to ours, even on playbacks where I went to the show. And I thought we were pretty quiet, or not quiet, but pretty loud at the show. It seems a lot louder, and I'm sure they amplify it a little bit on TV or whatever. But sure. I've been to Cleveland shows where it was raucous, especially when they come in talking shit about the Browns. I mean,
always that place just.
Yeah.
You're in Cleveland. You want some heat? Talk shit about the Browns. You're gonna get it from the fans.
Yeah. Paulie told me, he said if I was ever a wrestler or a manager, I couldn't be a bad guy because I'd have to talk shit about the Browns. And I said, no, I didn't. No, I was like, I can talk shit about the Indians and the Cavs. I was like, those teams do not hold my heart. I was like,
Crunch.
The Browns hold my heart. I was like, I will not say a bad word about them.
I mean, if you guys are Browns fans and you follow me, I'm a co-host on Brown and Orange Weekly, Brown's show. I talk shit about them all the time, but I have earned that right.
Exactly.
They have hurt me for over 30 years. And you know what? I love them to the day I die. You cut me open right now, I'm bleeding brown and orange.
Yeah, but yeah, so I love the Indians and I love the Cavs, but I can talk shit about them in a promo, I promise.
We're from here. It's our team. I'm emotionally attached to these teams.
Do you think in a promo, like in front of a live audience, you could talk shit about the Browns?
No.
No, I wouldn't be able to.
I couldn't keep a straight face.
I'd be yeah. But the Indians or the Cavs,
Pittsburgh,
no problem.
If I'm in Pittsburgh,
oh yeah,
I'm letting it go.
Fucking don't.
I'm getting MJF heat.
Oh, MJF heat, colossal. All right, big dog. Let's get out of here. Make sure everybody get over and follow all of our sponsors from Believe Land Media. Follow all Believe Land Media's other podcasts and media outlets for all of your high school sports, your local Cleveland sports. We're going to be talking next week on the show. We're going to talk. I think it's next week. I'm going to double check right now, but I think next week we got John Jones fighting for the title.
Jake Paul just lost.
And I want to, Jake Paul did lose. And, it's Saturday, March 4th. So we're going to talk about it right now. John Jones is coming back out of retirement for the heavyweight title against Cyril Gane. What do you think? Just give me a prediction. Give me a point because we missed. We're going to pick right now. You can pick first. Cyril Gane won the title back a while ago.
But I'm going to say he wins. I'm going to say John Jones wins.
Yeah, John Jones. I'll take
split decision.
I'll take Gane, but I got Bones winning for sure. I think John Bones is going to come back and take this, no problem. Like, he's going to look like he never left. But John Bones is one of my favorite fighters, so I could just be super biased saying that. But, all right. So, yep, if John Bones wins this Saturday night, you get a point. I have a tux fitting this Saturday. I'm going to go ahead and shout him out real quick on the Zach's getting married, so.
Congratulations, Zach.
My boy Zach's getting married, so I got a tux fitting this weekend so I can stand up there with my boy.
Oh, yeah.
So, like I said, get over, follow all of our Believe Land stuff, all the Believe Land podcasts, all the Cleveland stuff we're talking about. We got the Cavs are hot. The Cavs kicked the Toronto Raptors' ass tonight. The Guardians, unfortunately, have lost again tonight in the Cactus League, but that's okay.
That's Cactus League.
Yeah, it's Cactus League. Right. We're warming up. We're young.
Browns gearing up for the NFL draft. Follow us, Brown and Orange Weekly. Go to Believe in Media's Twitter account. Go follow, share. We're giving away a signed Joe Thomas Browns helmet. The newly inducted. Well, he will be inducted.
That's a solid
into the Hall of Fame.
My buddy was telling me he can't find a Joe Thomas jersey for shit. Like they're sold out.
I found one on eBay, thankfully.
He's like they're sold out everywhere.
Oh yeah, Joe Thomas jersey and a Phil Dawson jersey have been like my holy grails of trying to find. I collect Browns jerseys. I have, I think 31 at this point.
I collect wrestling T-shirts.
I have a lot of those too, but I did find a Joe Thomas jersey before last season started. It's a Reebok one. Love it. Hey, I cannot find a Phil Dawson jersey to save my life.
You have to get a custom one made.
I'm just probably going to have to wait until the day that Deshaun Watson maybe leaves. I'll get the Ford jersey on clearance. Swap the name out.
You mean whatever. After he wins? We won't go there.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways, yeah, give him a follow. Give us a follow. Go to YouTube. It helps us out a lot. Follow us on Apple. You know what I'm saying? Watch it. Save it. Even if it's for a couple of seconds.
Follow us. Follow Jimmy Shane. Follow everybody OCW.
We'll be back next week. Love you guys. Be good. Drink your water. Later. Peace.